Okay, so you are a commercial tenant and you are suffering hardship. You're calling your real estate agent. What are your expectations? What's happening at the moment with COVID? We've got the expert, Georgia HYDE, commercial property manager. What are you saying to everyone that's calling you, legend?
Well, it's a very tough situation at the moment for everyone, landlords and tenants. So when we're getting rent relief requests, it's been hard trying to figure out what the best advice is to give everyone. So for the moment, because the government has not provided any instructions in terms of what rent relief landlords need to give or not give, we are asking for tenants not to focus on what landlord
business grant that people are eligible for. Now, Georgia, we had a conversation with our department head, with you, and something we were saying is last time in the hardest part of COVID, there was almost a formula, and that time now we're expecting that formula to sort of come into play again, but we are in a little bit of innocent stages at the moment.
Right.
So what are we waiting for? Because this has been, I think you mentioned your customers that are suffering hardship the most is beauty.
Yeah, all the beauticians, anyone in the beauty industry, hairdressers, because they've been in lockdown, I think the longest now. They were the first to shut all their doors. So yeah, they've been really hit hard. We've had a lot of rent relief requests as well from a lot of different tenants, but yes, mainly the beauty industry.
And so what's your typical answer when you're speaking with these guys? Because we really don't have, they're putting their hand up saying, hey, we need some help.
Yeah.
But they don't know what help they need yet because they don't have a full month of trading. They just know they're in the poo.
That's right.
The government before was saying, show us your job keeper or job seeker eligibility. Agents before were saying, show us your job keeper or job seeker eligibility and your paperwork behind that. We will take that to the landlord and we'll present it to the landlord for a decision, but we don't even really have that information yet. Is that right?
Yeah, so the formula as it today is to refer tenants to these government grants to see if they're eligible for them or not. And if they're not eligible, then we ask them to send through documents such as their bank statements for their personal and business accounts. We're asking them to send in a detailed letter of their situation at the moment as well, which we will then send over to the landlord to see if they can provide some assistance as well.
So what at the moment, guys and girls that are watching, if you've got any questions, this is a live show. Just go onto the Novak channel and write your question on there. But at the moment, it's more tenants that are just flagging, saying we are in trouble, we're not open. Landlords did help prior, we are flagging it, but they don't even know how much help they really need yet either.
That's right.
But they need it now. So it's one of those things where, does a landlord give a tenant 10% help for this week or 20% for the week before? Or does a landlord wait for a month of trading and then make a decision on the back of 1 month of trading to if they can help? Because some landlords are in the same situation themselves. Some landlords are actually in hardship in their personal circumstance.
That's right, yeah.
So it's quite hard for everyone at the moment.
Yeah, landlords have their own bills to pay as well, just as much as tenants do as well.
And they could be in the same business as the tenant and, just as affected. So you sort of don't know. But we're all in it together.
Yeah.
We're all doing what we can. What I'm hearing from you today is it was a pretty good format that was mapped out prior, but there's probably not enough time yet to roll out that formula because we don't really know how deeply affected our figures are with tenants.
That's right. It's a difficult situation, but just to summarize, basically, go check if you're eligible for those government grants. Again, the link is in the description. And if you are not eligible, you need to provide us with proof. See, the big thing is if you provide us with proof that you were not eligible for those government grants, then we can go towards the landlord and see if they can offer assistance. Now, that's why we need material fact, because we need to see if people are actually being genuine and know how much in trouble they are actually in.
Yes.
Yeah, if they're actually suffering more than they think, or if they're suffering less than they think. So
that's a really good piece of advice. Guys, when you are talking to your property manager or your landlord or your agent, whoever you're dealing with, the emotion has to be set aside, and we need to present facts. We need to look at exactly the facts and figures, and that's what we have to present to the landlord. So we can't sell hype, or we can't sell emotion to a landlord. We need to see evidence, and if that evidence is substantiated by a third party like the government, because they're giving you a subsidy of a sort, or if that's fact is substantiated by a accountant, third party, showing the change in numbers, that would then go to the landlord for the landlord's decision. But at the moment, there's still no set formula. But I think, last time it was indexed off how affected you were on your profit, and that was indexed on your rent. And some landlords could accommodate, some couldn't. But that's where we are.
Yeah. Just some information on those government grants as well. So if you have an annual income of between $30,000 and $75,000, you may be eligible to apply for a $1,500 payment per fortnight. So look into that one. That should be the first link that's in the description. And then for an annual turnover of more than $75,000, you could be eligible for 3 different types of grants. So if you have an annual turnover decline of 30% or more, you could be eligible for the government grant of $7,500. And for 50% decline or more, it's $10,500. And for 70% or more, it's $15,000. So there's a 2-week period that they compare your annual turnover to. So it's from the 26th of June, 2021 until the 17th of July, 2021. And they use that same period to compare to back in 2019.
Okay. So Rosie Sullivan, expert. This is the lady that educates the real estate agents out there. Rosie Sullivan says, tenants need to show that rent-paying members of the household are impacted by a reduction in combined income. That's residential. So everyone who wants to know about residential, that's how that's handled. And also the 25% reduction on any government grant. Okay, it is confusing, Luke. It's bloody confusing. The tenant needs to continue to pay at least 25% of the rent payable. Now, Rosie, is that for commercial as well? Is what we need to know, because you're the lady that's even talking to the people that are making these decisions in government. And then Luke's also saying, yeah, it's confusing. It really is. Look, today's about commercial. Georgia, Georgia's a property manager that's dealing with commercial tenants all day, every day. All she does is commercial. Guys and girls, all I could say on the back of learning what you're saying is hardcore facts. We can't sell emotion to a landlord.
No.
Check your eligibility, and then third-party substantiation. So if you can substantiate to your landlord income reduction, profit reduction by a third party like an accountant or a government department, that's also going to help with your cause.
Yeah.
But certainly we're all in it together like last time. We all got a harsh lesson last time. It is residential. The references Rosie made previously were res, and the commercial, we're going to find out, but Rosie's going to write in here on what she knows. In addition, she's going to watch this from the beginning, because Rosie, you must be on the beginning of everything that we watch. You must not, 1 minute or 2 minutes missing us is very naughty. No, just joking. I just got off the phone with Rosie actually, but let us know on the commercial if there's anything that we've missed today, Rosie. And she says this is the lady that educates all real estate agents. As I said, best sites, New South Wales government, but again, it's very confusing. Legend, thank you. Rosie, thank you. Luke, thank you. Everyone watching, thank you, and for your comments. If you've got any questions, or if you want to us to talk about anything that we're experiencing in the industry at the moment, pop us a message, a direct message, and we'll cover it. And you're a legend. Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.
Cheers, guys. Take care.